It's Ghostbusters time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Hasbro Ghostbusters Plasma Series, the entire squad. Stantz, Zeddmore, Spengler, and of course, drumroll, actually just waiting for him to turn, but yeah, there's some cool design on the side. Meanwhile, we got Venkman, my favorite personally. I got the entire squad, obviously, and I decided to review the entire squad because it's obviously always the same figure with some small changes here and there, but that's the point. What I want to look at, if they really made the changes to the body mold, if they have the right sizes. So, let's have a look at Ghostbusters! You know guys, I'm never doing the unboxing part because I think that's really redundant, but in this situation, I want to do it because they actually change it up. Usually I have, when I got American figures, they have this and it's just like all these plastic holders that I have to cut and a bunch of stuff. They never have a nice plastic cover just to hold the figure in place. They did that this time, so I want to give kudos to that. So you just take it out and then you can take the figure out of the plastic without having to cut stuff up, and then you have the proton pack and whatnot. We have a look at that. Also you have a Build-A-Figure for Vince Clofo. But I don't have them because you have to get 4 Ghostbusters and Dana Barrett and Gozer, which I did not. Also, back of the box has some very nice detail. But now, on to the figures. So, just to give you an overlook, I think I'm going to make this review a little bit different because this is a different situation. So, from what I can tell, they all have about the same size, which, looking at some pictures, seems to be accurate. I always thought Venkman was to be a bit shorter. I don't know, Bill Murray. He seems kind of short, I'm sorry. No disrespect, sir. But anyway, yeah, the only difference in the body mode is Stantz because he's fat. That's it. Everybody else, exact same stuff going on with that. And they always also all have the same proton pack as accessory, obviously. I'm gonna have a closer look at that later. But just to show you, if you're not buying all 4 Ghostbusters, with Venkman, you get the ghost trap. With Stantz, you get his goggles. With Spengler, you get the PKE meter, which is nice attached to the belt. And with Winston, with Zeddmore, you get the energy effect. You only get 1 energy effect. If you buy all 4 of them, you still only get 1, and that's kind of dumb. So then you got the team for a more detailed look because there's a lot here to take in, especially the face sculpts, which are fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, they all stand at around 15 centimeters to the top of their head, which means we're going up to a little shy of 5.9 inches tall to the top. Well, I'm just gonna have Spengler in because of his hair. He's a tiny bit bigger, I feel like. Yeah, barely. Well, 15.23, maybe even 4. I'm really squinting, but not that much. Just a little bit because of the high hair. That's really it. And he stands at, yeah, he almost makes him 6 inches, pretty much. So there you go. Everybody else, same size. And now, gonna have a look at the face sculpts, starting off with your boy Venkman, Dr. Venkman, please. It's amazing. It's a young Bill Murray. Really nice face sculpt. Really brings back memories. He has a nice smile on him, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of spooky how close this is to the real actor. And then you got the Venkman symbol, well, not symbol, the name on the outfit. Let's have a look also at the hair sculpt, very nicely molded. Then you got the Ghostbusters logo. While I'm on Venkman, I'm going to have a look at the entire outfit, by the way, so I don't have to do it again for the rest of them. They have a nice detail on the belt. This should be silver though. I think this part will be silver. Yeah, I looked up some pictures. Then he has the shiny gloves. Has moved down. The one yellow wire that goes out over here. And also like, I think like a walkie-talkie on this side. And whatever the hell this is on that side. Got some more pouches. And then also the only difference between Venkman and everybody else, he has his pants over the boots and not the other way around. And while I'm at him, you also get the ghost trap, which is very nicely painted. Has some nice metallic on it. And the yellow and black stripes on the top. Also look a little bit dirty, which is very nice, which is the only complaint I have for the entire outfit. It looks kind of cheap, plasticky, because they didn't put any detail on it. They didn't put any dry, well, they put detail on it. It has a whole bunch of wrinkles on it, but there's no dry brushing or whatnot. It looks just really plasticky, which obviously it is, but it's weird to me that it kind of shadows the illusion with such nice and great looking face sculpts and then just bleh. It's sad, really. Moving on to Spengler, just having a look at the face because we just had a look at the bodies. Again, they're all the same. Also, my camera has trouble focusing, unfortunately, but there you go. Also, very nice representation of Harold Ramis. Awesome stuff. Paint job on the glasses is also very, very clean for such a small detail. Well, it's a little bit going over there. Face sculpt, hair sculpt, has a little bit of bigger nose, and the hair looks fantastic. Has the hole in the back, and for the rest, figure is the same. Winston, Ernie Hudson, got the big smile on it. He's happy to be here, and also looks fantastic. Got really nice paint job on the teeth. They are a bit shiny, and the eyes. And as I move around, giving a look at the hair. Also like the profile shot. And the Zeddmore. Also, that's the one part where they really screwed up the paint. It's never really clean for any of them. Well, the writing on it is clean, but then the black around it isn't. The Ghost logo, the Ghostbusters logo is nice. Also, like the only other paint job, I guess, which I should point out, is around the arm pads. There's a little bit of gray. Sometimes it goes over the joint and sometimes it doesn't. What the hell? Here I barely notice it kind of goes over it on one side, but the other side not so much. But yeah, looking good. And finally, Dan Aykroyd stands with them goggles. Actually, let me take those off. It's a soft plastic. How to attach it? I mean, I had the most success just sliding the rubber band in the back over it. And you can even just completely cover his face with it if you choose to do so. Just pull it down and there you go. Holds on very nicely, so you can have them goggles on there. But we want to have a look at the face. What am I doing? This one is the one face that while still good, I feel like it's a bit off to me. You can write down in the comments if you agree or disagree. Still a good face sculpt, but from all four of them, it seems to be, to me, just the one that's the less accurate. Well, it's still accurate. So also, again, he's fat, he has the bulge. Sorry, but yeah. He's a scientist. He doesn't have time for working out, I guess. Speaking of working out, let's have a look at the articulation. Starting off with the head, which is pretty damn limited. As I keep running into my tripod, I hate it. I think I'm gonna buy a small one, because that will also focus better on the figures. Anyway, goes forward, doesn't really go to the back, does tilt side to side, and does go all the way around. Somebody called an exorcist for that. Pretty limited in the back and forth motion, but for the rest of it, it's okay. It's also limited is back and forth motion. In the shoulder, you have some wiggle motion. You can bring it back and forth a little bit. Then you have the big hinge over there. Also has rotation in it. Thigh swivel, well, bicep swivel. Thigh swivel comes later. Double hinged elbow. And the hand has a weird side to side hinge. No back and forth. Also rotation in it. What about the other side? They all have the side to side hinge? Yes, they do. Anyway, then torso articulation. We have nothing up there in the chest area, but then you have the lower piece, which rotates around. It does look kind of wonky if you put them into position, but I don't know. It does work, but still, like, this is not the cleanest way to do it. The belt is soft plastic. You can also, I guess, you can bring that up to kind of hide it and wiggle it around. I guess it's free. That's nowhere connected anywhere. No. Okay, good. Leg moves out. Leg moves forward in an angle though, because it's blocked by the crotch piece, which is not soft plastic. Goes to the back, and then there's the thigh swivel. Now the double hinged knees. I say that as I always have trouble to get the lower part up. There you go. Looks horrible, but gets the job done. And where they completely screwed up though is the boot. There is no boot swivel here, which they easily could have done. Also, the paint kind of suffers for it. Sometimes it's not really the cleanest conversion over here. But the foot has a very nice ankle rocker, goes side to side. forward and back, and we don't have a toe hinge. So here we got the complete set of accessories once more. We didn't really have a good look at the proton packs. Obviously, you only see 3 right now. I have 4, but one's already on Stantz. I already put them in the post. So anyway, proton pack. It looks pretty good, and they obviously all look the same as they should. There is some paint detail on it. You have the silver and the strap that goes around here. Some blue, some red. But overall, yeah, detail on it. I like it. How to connect it? You just unpack this thing, which is pretty cleverly hidden. Or is it the other side? One of the buttons over there. Yeah, you can pull it off. I don't have any nails. Anyway, you can pull it off. There you go, and just slide it on. And then you have also the blaster itself. It is a little bit warped, soft plastic. Has some more silver on it. It looks good. Overall, proton pack. Yeah, the only problem is sometimes the paint is better on some, and it's kind of weird on others. Like with the bleeding, like over here, doesn't look good on the gray, but anyway, most of them look good, to be fair. And another look at the goggles, have some green and some silver. There's nothing really on the inside, so nothing there going on. And well, I guess we already had a look at the ghost trap, but once again, nice silver. And the PKE meter. Doesn't really have anything, just some green, nothing else is painted. I don't think nothing else should be painted. Also, he has a peg hole, because all of them, except for Stantz, have a hole actually in the belt, so you can connect that to them. You can use it for Spengler or anybody else, because they all have a hole. Except for Stantz. Stantz actually has a little thing here, which I'm guessing is for the goggles. It's not the best. It holds on actually pretty nicely, so it's pretty cool. Then again, the energy effect and all the Vince Clortho legs. That's all you get. If you got the 4 Ghostbusters, you only get legs. You don't get a torso or whatnot, and I'm actually really tempted to get the other 2 figures now. To get myself a Vince Clortho. Because what am I supposed to do with this? And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts for these 4 Ghostbusters figures. Yes, and I'm obviously wrapping this up with looking at the 4 of them. If you really want to look at them individually, obviously my recommendation is pick the one you like the most. Duh. Easy. But for all 4 of them, it kind of goes the same way. Ghostbusters fans rejoice because I think this is a very solid release. The face sculpts are amazing. You got the proton packs. It kind of lacks in accessories and whatnot, because you only got like 1 beam, and I mean you have a good set of things, but I really would have liked more beams and maybe a PKE meter more or whatever. But for the rest of it, if you don't care about Ghostbusters, I don't think this is a particularly strong release, because other than the head sculpts, the entire body mold is fairly plain. The mold itself is good, but it could use some more paint. You don't have any different hands, although I do like the side-to-side hinges they put on the hands. But yeah, also articulation is not great. I've seen way better. So yeah, Ghostbusters fans only. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever the Ghostbusters wants. Like, why do we not even get a ghost? Oh, never mind. We got like ghost pieces. Yes, same thing.